Okay guys, this is day one of the performance program. I'm going to take you through the three main blocks that we have. We have our velocity block first, then we move to our strength block, and then we finish off with our resilience block. So first exercise, we've got a band acceleration step up. So we're going to go double band around the hips. We've got the two oranges there. All right, I'm going to come out, start with a bit of tension, okay? I'm going to get into this like take-off position, and then I'm going to drive. So that's slow motion. I'm going to go a bit quicker now. Right here, I'm going to drive, catch. Okay, one more. I'm in this position. I'm trying to keep my angle. Drive, catch. Okay, they're pretty good cues too, to drive, push hard into the box, and then catch yourself at the end. All right, exercise number 2. We're going a sled push. All right, so we've got the sled here. I'm going to really lock myself in here. I'm going to be nice and long from head to tail. All right, I'm going to lift the leg and then drive and really punch hard into the ground. So that's my cue for that one. Try and lift, drive, punch hard into the ground. Another thing as a coach, just watching when they do punch and they hit, trying to keep that nice stiff ankle. All right, third into this velocity lock, we've got a half kneeling chop. So I'm going to come down into a half kneeling position. I'm going to keep this side open because this is the side I'm going to go to. I'm going to hold onto either side of the band. My first movement is actually to pull into my chest and then push away. Then slowly reverse. So pull, push, pull, push. Okay? And then you would do the other side. That's one rep. So, main focus for the first one is that kind of accelerated position, overloading a little bit. Then we're reinforcing it, going a little bit heavier here. And then this is a nice anti-rotation exercise. Next block, our strength block. It's a 3 series as well. First one we got is over here. Call them a Nordic hip hinge pulses. This is what we would refer to as like an integrated hamstring, where I'm working the distal portion of my hamstring, but also the proximal portion. So we're going to lock in here. If you guys are around, you can actually help with this. You can assist with this, or they can just get a buddy. So we're going to lock in, lock my feet in. All right, so I'm going to keep my thigh nice and vertical, okay? I'm going to lean forward a little bit. All right, so I'm still vertical here. I've got tension on my hamstrings. And then I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3 pulses out, and then reverse. That's 1 rep. Okay, then I'll do the same thing for a second rep. All right, our second movement, we're coming over here now. We're going to do a horizontal press. So this is just an upper body exercise. We go on the dumbbells, flat bench press here. Okay, we're going to alternate. So I'm going down with one arm and then punching up to the sky. Control down one arm, punch up to the sky. Control down, punch. So a couple of cues here. We want to hug the bench. So I'm nice and hugged to the bench. I'm kind of reaching my chest towards the dumbbells a little bit here. And I'm going to control down. All right, then when I'm ready to go, I'm going to punch that bad boy up. Control, punch. That's the main coaching cues there. And then our third one in the series, we're going to come across here. We're going to use our bench for what we call a jackknife chin up. So I'm going to have my feet up on the bench. I'm going to have my hands on the bar. I'm going to do a pull-up style. Feet up here. I'm in this L position and I'm pulling straight up. Okay, it's like a normal pull-up, pulling straight up. I don't want to turn it into a row. Couple of cues here will be to pull the bar down like a lat pull down. Okay, and then the other one will be trying to hold that L position so you don't straighten out and turn it into like a horizontal row. Okay, third series, this is our resilience block. I'm going to come over here. Okay, so what we're doing here, ankle iso push. I'm going to push hard into this. All right, so I get here. It's probably a bit tall, but that's all right. I'm going to get here. All right, I'm going to be relatively straight in my hip and knee, maybe slight bend, and then heel's going to be off. Going to come up into a running position and bang, push as hard as we can, or I think tonight's prescription is 90%, and that's what you can cue there. So that's kind of, we're in that max velocity running position where we have to absorb the most amount of forces. Next exercise we've got there is a bench adductor lower. So come over here. We're using our bench again. With the bench adductor lower, working the inner thighs here. We're going long position, shin.
Shin.
Right, so shin, we want about mid-shin, foot will be right on the end, and then obviously knee is right here. The range you go obviously determines how much load I'm going to put through, so I'm going here. I'm just going to slowly lower to the ground. Once my bottom hits the ground, I'll use that bottom leg to help me up. I go here again, control down, touch. That's one rep. And then final exercise, come over here. Alright, so again, I'm going to go half kneeling position here. I'm going to have this arm probably 90-90 is my position. We'll start up here, looking forward, and I'm just going to slowly control down as much range as I can go, and then reverse it. So slowly control down, touch, and then reverse. Yeah. Nice control lower, that's the key on that one. Alright guys, that's day one.